from the Portside Fieldhouse with our match tonight against the visiting team, the Coldwater Cavaliers, and our very own Port Recovery Indians. Referees for tonight is Brian Schoonover, Curtis Bigelow, and Jeffrey Griesdorn. Now, starters for the Coldwater Cavaliers. Number 0, a sophomore, Becca Wenning. Number 3, a sophomore, Emma May. Number 4, a junior, Jenna Ligers. Number 23, a sophomore, Clary Steinke. And a junior, number 30, Riley Rissmiller. Coldwater's coached by Amy Meyer and assisted by Toby Seeker and Mindy Garrison. Now, your starters for Port Recovery. Number 4, Grace Guggenmiller. Number 5, sophomore, Callie Wendell. Number 15, a junior, Alexis Wendell. Number 20, freshman, Kennedy Mullenkamp. And number 22, a sophomore, Mara Pearson. And the Indians are coached by Holly Gann, assisted by Jeffrey Vaughn and Chris Guggenmiller. Madison Wyman, and for Clarice.
And we have a timeout being called here. It's 9-0. Fort Recovery trailing here in the first quarter. We welcome those of you who are watching on the high school network on television, those of you who are listening on FortRecoveryRadio.com, or those of you listening on the radio station 100.9 on your FM dial, WPGW-FM. A reminder, if you've tuned in for the Jay County game tonight, that's being heard on 105.3 FM. Again, you can hear the Jay County game with Heritage tonight at 105.3 FM. A timeout is called by Fort Recovery. Lady Indians trail big time, 9-0 to the Coldwater Lady Cavaliers.
I need a better job where the benefits are great, a family-friendly company with competitive pay, where people stop and greet me when they see my smiling face. Cooper Farms, it's more than a workplace.
Locations in Van Wert, Fort Recovery, St. Henry, Rossburg, and Coldwater. Start at $15.25 an hour for full-time production. Flexible options available too. To apply, visit CooperFarmsJobs.com. Cooper Farms, it's more than a workplace.
And, of course, in this area, you'll find Cooper Farms in Fort Recovery, St. Henry, Van Wert, Coldwater, and Rossburg, Ohio. Again, the website to check out their job opportunities, CooperFarmsJobs.com. Alexis Wendell over to Mara Pearson. Mara drives in. Her shot is blocked by Rissmiller. And Coldwater comes down the court. This game has been pretty much all Coldwater so far. Ligers will pass over here on the right side to Madison Wendell, who's in the game for Coldwater. Shots up no good, but Rissmiller's there to get the rebound and scores. She is just dominating the boards tonight. She has 4 baskets all inside. And it's 11-0 now. Fort Recovery trailing here in the Cow Pharmacy first quarter. And there's a pass by Mullenkamp to Callie Wendell, which is intercepted by Becca Winning. Left side, back out to Winning. Back on the left, three-point shot is up. No good by Madison Wendell. Rebound Fort Recovery. Here's Mara Pearson down the court. Mara will feed to Whitley Rammel. Rammel back to Mara Pearson. Mara back to Callie Wendell. Wendell between the circles, dribbling the ball. Right side to Kennedy Mullenkamp. Right side it goes to, in the wing, to Mara Pearson. Mara tries to pass back out to Kennedy Mollenkamp, and Becca Winning knocks the ball out of bounds. Becca will go out of the game now, and Emma May will come back in. Again, this first quarter brought to you by Calp Pharmacy. If you're looking for handicap medical equipment, think of Calp Pharmacy in the Fort Recovery Industrial Park. That's where you'll find their handicap medical equipment center. Whatever you might need when it comes to handicap medical equipment, you'll find it at Calp Pharmacy in the Fort Recovery Industrial Park. Outside, in for the first time tonight for Fort Recovery's Kenzie Garkey. Whitley Rammel hands off to Mara Pearson. Back to Garkey, puts it up, no good, and she's fouled in the act of shooting. And Kenzie Garkey will go to the free throw line with 2 shots. Kenzie was 0 for 2 from the free throw line in the junior varsity game tonight. Let's hope she can kind of even the score here with 2 free throws here. Indians need to get off that 0. Free throws up and good. Kenzie Garkey is a sophomore. She played about 2 quarters in the reserve game tonight. She will have one more here. Bounces the ball. It's up, and it is no good off the back of the rim. Rebound comes to Riley Rissmiller. Boy, she is just dominating everywhere. Ligers with the ball down the lane, travels. Yep, official called traveling, and that's what it was. So Fort Recovery gets the ball back, trailing now 11-1 here in the Calp Pharmacy first quarter. Grace Guggenbiller over to Kennedy Mollenkamp, right side to Kenzie Garkey. Garkey threw it away, trying to pass into the middle. Ligers intercepts and scores. Jenna Ligers with 5 points, and it's now 13-1. Fort Recovery down by 12 points here. Lady Indians need to get something going here. Right side, Kennedy Mollenkamp tries to pass to Whitley Rammel, and Riley Rissmiller knocks it out of bounds. Again, Coldwater's 9-8. Fort Recovery's 4-13. Lady Indians, though, have won 2 in a row. They were kind of hoping they could keep the momentum going here tonight, but so far that is not the case. But Riley Rissmiller's had a lot to do with that. She is really dominant on the offensive boards and the defensive end. It's a shot up, no good by Mara Pearson, blocked. Out of bounds to Fort Recovery. Grace Guggenbiller will toss it in. Grace looking for a teammate. Passes into Whitley Rammel. Rammel will fire and miss. Rebound comes down to the Coldwater Lady Cavaliers. Claire Steinke got the rebound there. Out front with the ball is Becca Winning. Becca dribbling the basketball, stops, passes off to Riley Rissmiller, turns, looks, passes back to Becca Winning. It's knocked out of bounds by Fort Recovery. Coldwater will have the basketball with 45 seconds left to go here in the first quarter, and Coldwater leads 13-1. Here's a pass lobbed into Riley Rissmiller, back outside. There's Emma May with the ball. And it's loose and picked up by Fort Recovery. Mara Pearson comes racing down. Right side to Callie Wendell. Fires and hits. Callie Wendell. They didn't signal 3, so let's give her 2 on that. Nice shot there by Callie. And that's the first field goal of the game for the Lady Indians. Here's a shot from outside. 3-pointer. Good by Coldwater's Emma May. That's their second 3-pointer of the quarter. 16-3 now. Ball's out of bounds. Whitley Rammel tried to haul that pass in. She couldn't hang on to it. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Coldwater's basketball with 5 seconds to go here in this first quarter of play on the Calp Pharmacy scoreboard. 16-3. Fort Recovery trails in the game. Coldwater puts the ball in play. Becca Winning brings it down to 2 seconds. Stops, fires, and it's no good. That would have been interesting had that gone in, whether they would have counted that or not. But it didn't go in. So the score at the end of the first quarter of play, it's Coldwater dominating so far here, 16-3 on the Calp Pharmacy first quarter scoreboard. Thanks to Calp Pharmacy, your Health Mart Pharmacy, for being our first quarter scoreboard sponsor. We'll be back right after this.
Hello, I'm Kenny Cadote from K&L Tractor Sales in Fort Recovery, Ohio. For a tractor with big chore versatility and power, ask us at K&L Tractor in Fort Recovery about the 140 to 165 horsepower T7 series tractors from New Holland. They're the all-around workhorse you need for loading, haymaking, mixing feed, and spreading manure. They offer choice of transmissions and unmatched versatility to power implements on front or back. Plus, you work your best in the quiet comfort of a Horizon cab. See us at K&L Tractor Sales in Fort Recovery today.
For mechanical work on cars, vans, and more, see Wayne Oil on Fortside Street, Fort Recovery, Ohio. Farmers, don't forget, Wayne Oil opens daily at 7 a.m. They have tires by Michelin, Firestone, Goodyear, and Mastercraft. Plus, Wayne Oil supplies home, farm, and industrial heating oil too. Call Wayne Oil in Fort Recovery, 419-375-4256.
Okay, here we go in the second quarter. Fort Recovery needs to get something happening here. Lady Indians do have the ball to start the quarter. And it's tipped out of bounds by Coldwater. Inbounds pass comes into Kinsey Garkey. Back on the left to Grace Guggenbiller. Goes down low to Whitley Rammel. Turns, fires, and misses, but she's fouled in the act of shooting. Let's see who they're going to call that on. And they end up calling the foul on Coldwater's Madison Wendell. Madison Wendell and Jenna Ligers were both there together, but they gave Wendell the foul. Whitley Rammel at the free throw line. It's good. That's her first point back from when she had a concussion couple of weeks ago. She will have one more free throw. It's 16-4 now, and this one's good. 16-5. Lady Indians just need to start chipping away here at the lead. It's down to 11 points now, 16-5. There's a ball tipped by Mara Pearson. Mara with it, back in the middle to Kinsey Garkey. Oh, she missed the layup. Rebound comes down to Coldwater. Getting the board there was Emma May. Down come the Lady Cavaliers with the ball over on the right wing. Dribbling, passing down low. With it there is Claire Steinke. She'll pass back out to Ligers. Ligers dribbling. Going against Callie Wendell, passing out top. Between the circles is Becca Winning. Winning looks. Goes to Ligers. Ligers just off the right side of the lane. Passing it back in the middle. Here's a three-point shot. Good. Bingo. Madison Wendell drills a three. That's her first basket of the evening. And it's 19-5. That did not help. Lady Indians trail by 14 now. Callie Wendell with the ball back to Grace Guggenbiller. Up the court, and they threw it away. Tried to hit Whitley Rammel, but looked like Rammel broke towards the basket, and the pass did not go that way. And it went out of bounds untouched. Here's Claire Steinke tossing it in. Fort Recovery plays Saturday at Troy Christian. We will not be doing that game. We have other coverage here on the radio on Saturday of the Jay County Wrestling Sectional, so we will not be able to bring you the Troy Christian game from Troy on Saturday. I am sure that Neil Spencer will have the game on FortRecoveryRadio.com for you, though. Again, FortRecoveryRadio.com. Coldwater with the ball inside to Rissmiller, turns, fires, scores. 10 points for Riley Rissmiller now, leading all scorers. Fort Recovery with the ball, being pressed full court by Coldwater. Whitley Rammel to Kinsey Garkey, down on the right side to Niekamp. Carly Niekamp back outside. There's Callie Wendell. Grace Guggenbiller with the basketball. She'll pass on the right to Carly Niekamp. Dribbles, fires a shot. Oh, it's no good. Off the mark. Rebound Riley Rissmiller, but it's tipped, but Coldwater still comes up with it. Becca Winning will bring it down. Becca Winning out front, guarded by Kinsey Garkey. She'll pass to Rissmiller. Here's a nice play by Coldwater. Ligers was cutting towards the basket. She got the ball, but it's blocked by Fort Recovery. And Fort Recovery has the basketball. Our second quarter is brought to you by K&L Tractor Sales and Service, your New Holland and Kloss Farm Equipment dealer. Grace Guggenbiller just missed a 3-point shot. Down comes Coldwater with the basketball. Becca Winning out front with it. She'll pass off, and they tried to pass. Claire Steinke tried to pass back to Becca Winning, but the pass was out of bounds. Kenzie Garkey goes out, and I'm not sure who came back in. Might have been Callie Wendell. Grace Guggenbiller down to Whitley Rammel. It's tipped out of bounds. It'll be given to Fort Recovery. Last touched by Claire Steinke of Coldwater. 21-5 on the K&L Tractor Sales and Service second quarter scoreboard. Fort Recovery down by 16 points here. Left side to Grace Guggenbiller. Whitley Rammel, free throw line. Right side to Mara Pearson. Mara drives to the basket and passes into Whitley Rammel. Misses the layup off, they're going to say it's off of Coldwater. I believe they said it was off of Rissmiller. So Fort Recovery will have the basketball. Grace Guggenbiller will toss it in here. Lobs it into Mara Pearson. Back out to Callie Wendell. Left side to Grace Guggenbiller. Grace looking for a teammate. Now she decides to drive in. Puts it up and, it rolls off the rim. Rebound Riley Rissmiller of Coldwater. That was so close to going in there. 21-5, Coldwater with the lead and the basketball. Ligers right side, it goes to Riley Rissmiller. Back to Ligers, top of the key. Jenna Ligers will pass over on the right. With the ball there is Madison Wendell. Back on the left it goes. Ligers with it. She'll pass in the middle to Rissmiller. Back over to Ligers on the left wing. Backs it up. Passing up top of the key to Madison Wendell. Madison dribbles the ball to the right, stops, feeds over here to Claire Steinke. Steinke brings it back out, stops, guarded by Grace Guggenbiller, dumps it off to Ligers. Jenna will back it up, and timeout's called by Coldwater. Timeout Coldwater here in the K&L Tractor Sales and Service second quarter. Again, if you need outstanding service for your farm machinery, depend on K&L Tractor Sales and Service in Fort Recovery, Ohio. State Route 49, the south edge of Fort Recovery.
Hi, this is Jerry Kaup of Kaup Pharmacy, a locally owned Health Mart pharmacy. When you're in need of a new pair of diabetic shoes, at Kaup Pharmacy, our pharmacists can measure and fit your feet, so both shoes and inserts can be custom to you. Kaup Pharmacy carries Anodyne or Dr. Comfort diabetic shoes and are able to bill Medicare, Medicaid, or insurance. So call Kaup Pharmacy in Fort Recovery at 800-686-2314 so we can help answer your questions or schedule a diabetic shoe fitting appointment. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
At the St. Henry Bank, we take pride in taking care of you when it comes to your banking needs. And through our website at sthenrybank.com, you can enjoy the anytime convenience of online banking, online bill pay, make loan payments, make credit card payments, view your account history and monthly statements, and more. Stop in and see us, and we'll help you set up your online account today.
We take pride in taking care of you.
The St. Henry Bank in St. Henry and Maria Stein, large enough to serve you, small enough to know you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Action back in after the timeout. It's knocked out of bounds by Fort Recovery. Coldwater will have the ball. They had it after the timeout there. Jenna Ligers will toss it in. Here with the basketball. Right side, back inside, and there it goes to Rissmiller, and she's fouled by Whitley Rammel. Once again, our second quarter scoreboard sponsor, K&L Tractor Sales and Service. Don't forget they have the Great Plains Turbo Max, a vertical tillage tool that's for all seasons. See it at K&L Tractor Sales and Service, State Route 49, south edge of Fort Recovery. At the line, Rissmiller, and she hits the free throw. Riley Rissmiller, a junior. This is really a pretty young team. None of the seniors are really playing. Here's a shot up, no good by Rissmiller, but Coldwater got the rebound. They're just dominating Fort Recovery on the rebounding department tonight. Right side by Ligers, it's no good. Rebound out of bounds. It's going to be given to Fort Recovery. Annalise Harlemert would have been in there, but she is out for the year, we think. That's what they said. She's the only senior she's a really talented athlete, but apparently suffered some kind of an injury and at least is out for an extended period of time. Coldwater knocks the ball away, and Fort Recovery grabs it back. Grace Guggenbiller with it, and they're going to say it's off of Ligers and out of bounds. Guggenbiller will toss it in. Coldwater's being extremely aggressive on defense here in the K&L Tractor Sales and Service second quarter. Right side to Mara Pearson. Over it goes to Kenzie Garkey. Garkey back out to Whitley Rammel. Here's Kennedy Mollenkamp into Mara Pearson. Mara gives to Whitley Rammel, who drives and shoots the ball and is fouled in the act of shooting. Whitley goes to the free throw line. She was there earlier and hit both of them. She'll have two more here. 22-5 on the K&L Tractor Sales and Service scoreboard. Coldwater leads by 17, now by 16, as Whitley Rammel hits the first of the two. So she's perfect tonight from the free throw line. Bounces the ball, puts it up, and got it again. I can remember back in the day, there was a day when you would hope that she would just hit the rim. But she's much improved at the free throw line, and there's Grace Guggenbiller called for a foul as she reached in and tried to knock the ball away from Riley Rissmiller and committed a personal foul. Second on Grace Guggenbiller. And Jenna Likers will toss it in. So all these kids who are playing right now for Coldwater, they're all going to be back next year. Likers looking for a teammate. Passes in here to the Lady Cavaliers' Becca Winning. Winning at the free throw line, being guarded by Kenzie Garkey. Drives in towards the lane, or towards the hoop, puts it up, no good. Rebound, Kenzie Garkey. Garkey to Kennedy Mollenkamp. Mollenkamp comes down across the timeline, back to Garkey. Zone defense being applied here for Coldwater. Whitley Rammel has the ball knocked away. Right side it goes to Mara Pearson. She'll pop the shot. It's no good. Rebound Garkey up. No good. Blocked by Coldwater. Rebound Alexis Wendell. Right side, Mollenkamp firing, hitting! 3-point basket for Kennedy Mollenkamp. That makes a score now 22-10, a 12-point lead. Mollenkamp's only a freshman for Fort Recovery. Fort Recovery, overall, a pretty young team. Whitley Rammel, of course, will be graduating. She'll be a loss for the Lady Indians next year. Inside to Riley Rissmiller, and she scores. They beat the Indians there and snuck the pass inside, and Rissmiller puts it in. Grace Guggenbiller, the other senior for Fort Recovery, who will be missed next year, and that's basically the only seniors. Here's a shot by Mara Pearson, right side, no good. Rebound comes to Coldwater. Down come the Lady Cavs. They lead here, 24-10. Rissmiller with the ball inside, double team, back outside. Shots fired up and good by Claire Steinke. Steinke picks up her first basket tonight. That makes it 26-10. Coldwater by 16. Kenzie Garkey, right side it goes. There's Alexis Wendell back out to Kennedy Mollenkamp. Mollenkamp does not take the shot and threw it away. Picked off by Coldwater's Emma May. Down come the Lady Cavs. There's Rissmiller, good. Pass break basket for Rissmiller. She has a total now of 15 points on the night here in the first half in the K&L Tractor Sales and Service second quarter of play. Mara Pearson with the ball. Drives in, right side to Alexis Wendell. She'll fire a three. Banks it in. Okay. Hey, we will take anything we can get. Alexis Wendell banks it in, and here's a shot at the other end. Good by Rissmiller. Right at the gun. Rissmiller gets her 17th point of the game. She has been a real problem for the Lady Indians. And the score at the end of the first half of play, 30-13, Coldwater leads the Fort Recovery Lady Indians here at halftime. Thanks again to K&L Tractor Sales and Service, our second quarter scoreboard sponsor. Don't forget to look over their new endurance line of litter spreaders from BBI, available at K&L Tractor Sales and Service. And, of course, they're always your New Holland and Kloss Farm Equipment dealer. K&L Tractor Sales and Service, Fort Recovery, Ohio. Again, the halftime score, Coldwater 30 and Fort Recovery 13. We'll return with a recognition of a couple of the seniors from the swim team right after we pause for this.
The annual open house at Hall Brothers is set for Wednesday through Saturday, January 26th through the 29th. All parts are discounted during this week. Stock up now on oils, filters, sweeps, belts, and points. Everything you know you're going to need this year. It's our busiest week of the year, so feel free to pre-order and avoid the lines. Open house is coming up January 26th through the 29th at Hall Brothers, your local Case IH and Kubota dealer in Fort Recovery.
Ever try to buy insurance online? Hi, I'm Connor Ramel with Fort Recovery Insurance. On the internet, it's hard to tell a computer your truck spends half its life in a field, or that you keep your jet ski in a pole barn. Here, life's different than the big city or suburbs. So are our insurance needs. As your local agent for Ohio Mutual Insurance Group, we can address your concerns and a few you may not be aware of. Insurance done local. It's what we do. FortRecoveryInsurance.com.
Need a better job where the benefits are great. A family-friendly company with competitive pay. Where people stop and greet me when they see my smiling face. Cooper Farms. It's more than a workplace.
We're offering $1,000 sign-on bonuses for maintenance and CDL drivers. To apply, visit CooperFarmsJobs.com. Cooper Farms. It's more than a workplace.
Hello, I'm Kenny Canote from K&L Tractor Sales in Fort Recovery, Ohio. Building the future starts with the right tools. That's why you should ask us at K&L about the hard-working, dependable constructed equipment from New Holland, including skid-steer loaders, compact track loaders, loader backhoes, tractor loaders, compact excavators, and compact wheel loaders. Every New Holland model offers clean, responsive power, built-in comfort and versatility that helps you master any job, any challenge, anytime. Learn more. Stop by K&L Tractor in Fort Recovery today.
Back here once again at Fortside Fieldhouse. Two of the senior members of the swim team were recognized here this evening. Let me give you the scoop on those fine young people. Melissa Laux and Isaac Kanapke, who are seniors on the swim team. Melissa is the daughter of Cheryl and Steve Laux. She's a 4-year member of the swim team and was on the volleyball team for 2 years. Melissa, less being a 2-year member of the National Honor Society, is something she is proud of. After graduation, Melissa plans to attend the University of Findlay to major in animal science with the possibility of double majoring in biology as well, and then continuing to Ohio State University to earn a doctorate in veterinary medicine. That's Fort Recovery senior Melissa Laux, senior on the swim team. Also, Isaac Kanapke is the other senior on the swim team. Isaac is the son of Joe and Kim Kanapke. He is a 4-year member of the swim team and the football team. Isaac lists the following as accomplishments he is most proud of: earning the Swim Team Indian Award, receiving the AP Chemistry Top Student Award, and making the All-A Honor Roll. Quite outstanding indeed. After graduation, Isaac plans to attend an undecided college for computer engineering. That's Indian senior Isaac Kanapke. Congratulations to Melissa Laux and Isaac Kanapke on their 4 years of swimming with the Fort Recovery swim team. It's been a very enjoyable 4 years for them. They've had a lot of accomplishments. Of course, the swim team coached by Mindy Bupp. Good luck to Melissa Laux and Isaac Kanapke. We'll be back in a moment at the Fortside Fieldhouse right after this.
For mechanical work on cars, vans, and more, see Wayne Oil on Fortside Street, Fort Recovery, Ohio. Farmers, don't forget, Wayne Oil opens daily at 7 a.m. They have tires by Michelin, Firestone, Goodyear, and Mastercraft. Plus, Wayne Oil supplies home, farm, and industrial heating oil too. Call Wayne Oil in Fort Recovery, 419-375-4256.
Hi, this is Jerry Kalp of Kalp Pharmacy, a locally owned Health Mart pharmacy. The aches, the headaches, the stuffy noses, when you or your family are not feeling well, ask our caring Kalp Pharmacy pharmacists about the wide selection of over-the-counter medications, vitamins, and supplements we have at Kalp Pharmacy. Kalp Pharmacy is located in Fort Recovery, Ohio, Bern, and Union City, Indiana. So stop in or call Kalp Pharmacy at 800-686-2314. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Need a better job where the benefits are great. A family-friendly company with competitive pay. Where people stop and greet me when they see my smiling face. Cooper Farms, it's more than a workplace.
Locations in Van Wert, Fort Recovery, St. Henry, Rossburg, and Coldwater. Start at $15.25 an hour for full-time production. Flexible options available too. To apply, visit cooperfarmsjobs.com. Cooper Farms, it's more than a workplace.
I'm Rob Weaver, everybody, back at the Fortside Fieldhouse in Fort Recovery, Ohio. We have a halftime score here of 30-13, Fort Recovery trailing the Lady Cavaliers. Fort Recovery trailed 16-3 at the end of the first quarter. Cavaliers scored the first 11 points of the quarter to take an 11-0 lead. And then at halftime, the lead was expanded as Coldwater outscoring Fort Recovery in the second quarter to make it a 30-13 halftime lead of 17 points for the Cavaliers. Fort Recovery is led at halftime by Whitley Rammel with 4 points. They're all from the free throw line. She is 4 out of 4 at the line. Unlike the reserve team for Fort Recovery, who tonight went like 4 out of 22 from the free throw line, believe it or not. They still won the game. 4 out of 22 from the free throw line for the reserve team tonight. Kennedy Molenkamp has 3 points here at halftime on a three-point basket, and Alexis Wendell has 3 points on a three-point basket. Callie Wendell has 2 points and 1 point for Kenzie Garkey on 1 out of 2 at the free throw line. 1 point for Kenzie Garkey, I should say, on 1 out of 2 at the free throw line. For the Lady Cavaliers, 17 for Riley Rissmiller. She's quite a player. Most of her points came from inside shots right around the basket. She had 2, 4, 6, 8 two-pointers. And again, as I say, mostly around the basket in that first half for 16 points, and then she had 1 out of 1 at the free throw line for her 17th point. Other than that, most other players have been kind of held down. Jenna Ligers, who's a really nice player, only has 5 points on a 3-point goal and a 2-point goal. 3 points apiece for Emma May and Madison Wendell. Both of them have a 3-point goal, and Claire Starkey has a 2-point goal for 2 points. Again, the halftime score, 30-13. In the reserve game, it was Fort Recovery winning 33-29. Lady Indians led 7-5 at the first quarter, led 14-9 at the half. Coldwater came back, took the lead after 3, 21-19, but then the Lady Indians outscored Coldwater in the fourth quarter to win by 4, 33-29. A really nice second half for Sage Luthold and Amalia Jimenez Martin. Sage Luthold had 8 points in the second half on 4 2-point goals, and Amalia Jimenez Martin ended up with 7 points, and I think that was all in the second half. Carly Niekamp had 5 in the reserve game, 5 for Maddie Guggenbiller on a 3 and a 2. 3 points apiece for Eva Collig and Elizabeth Collig, and 2 for Kennedy Molenkamp. The Coldwater Lady Cavaliers had 7 points out of Brooke Gerlach in the first half, 6 points from Mandy Hart and Avery Kanapke. 4 points from Kirsten Keller, 4 points for Kelsey Seifering, and 2 points for Natalie Ashball. Coldwater gets the ball to start the second half here. Our third quarter is brought to you by Cooper Farms. More than a workplace, check out the job opportunities at Cooper Farms. You go to cooperfarmsjobs.com, cooperfarmsjobs.com, and it is called Double Dribble on the Coldwater Lady Cavaliers. So they turn the ball over to start the quarter. Mara Pearson will walk it across the timeline, passing to Grace Guggenbiller. Back to Mara. Over on the left wing to Callie Wendell. Back out top to Whitley Rammel. Whitley goes to Alexis Wendell. Back to Whitley. Left wing to Callie Wendell. Back out to Mara Pearson. Cross-court pass to Grace Guggenbiller. Open three, but it doesn't go. Rebound Whitley Rammel. Back to Guggenbiller. Wants to fire again. Decides against it. Right side to Whitley Rammel. Around the horn to Mara Pearson. Pearson drives in, and she is fouled driving in the lane. Indians basketball out of bounds. You know, Cooper Farms offers a complete program for your swine, beef, and dairy feeds, plus professional nutritional support as well. Cooper Farms, Fort Recovery, St. Henry, Van Wertz, Coldwater, and Rossburg in this area. A lot of different locations. Whitley Rammel on the left to Grace Guggenbiller in the corner. Back to Whitley in the lane, drives, and she is, her shot was blocked by Riley Rissmiller. Rissmiller called for a personal foul. Riley is a very tall young lady. She's listed at 6'5". 6'5", Riley Rissmiller. She's a smooth player. Free throws up and no good by Whitley Rammel. Whitley's listed at 6'3", but Riley Rissmiller about 2 inches taller than Whitley. Free throws up and good this time. So Whitley missed her first free throw there of the night. She had hit 4 out of 4. Here's a steal by Fort Recovery. Alexis Wendell up. No good. Rebound Alexis Wendell again, but Coldwater steals it away. Down come the Cavaliers. And the ball's tipped away and stolen by Alexis Wendell. Nice job. Alexis comes down, stops, and pops the shot. Can't get it to go. Got too far under the basket, but Callie Wendell comes up with it. Lady Indians have it. Grace Guggenbiller out to Callie. Bounce pass to Whitley Rammel at the free throw line. Now she hits Callie Wendell, who banks it in. Callie Wendell scores her second basket of the evening. Makes it now 30-16. Fort Recovery pressing full court here. Lady Indians trail by 14 points. Back out top, there's a three-point open shot. It is no good. Rebound Whitley Rammel on Emma May's missed shot. Down to Grace Guggenbiller. Back outside to Whitley Rammel. Rammel underneath to Mara Pearson. She scores. And the Lady Indians are looking good here to start the second half. Timeout is called by Coldwater. Fort Recovery has cut the lead to 12 points, 30-18 in the Cooper Farms third quarter. Timeout on the court. We'll be back in a moment.
Hello, I'm Kenny Canote from K&L Tractor Sales in Fort Recovery, Ohio. Whether you work in landscaping, farming, or construction, New Holland 300 series skid steers and compact loaders are reliable workhorses that stand up to any challenge you face. We at K&L Tractor Sales can show you the many New Holland advantages that allow you to work more efficiently, like the patented Super Boom technology that delivers maximum reach at full height and easy servicing. Stop by K&L Tractor Sales in Fort Recovery to see New Holland skid steer and compact track loader.
Back here at the Fortside Fieldhouse, Lady Indians looking with a lot of new life here to start this third quarter. They're looking pretty good as they cut the lead from 30-13 down to 30-18, scoring the first 5 points of the third quarter. Let's hope they can keep it going. Coldwater will toss the ball in here. Throwing it in for the Lady Cavaliers will be Claire Steinke. Gets the ball back. Fort Recovery pressing full court, causing some problems here for Coldwater. Becca winning, and they're going to call 10 seconds on Coldwater. Coldwater did not get the ball across the timeline in 10 seconds. Fort Recovery causes a turnover. Grace Guggenbiller into Callie Wendell. Wendell way out by the timeline. And here's the ball knocked out of bounds by Coldwater. Almost a steal for Becca Winning. That would have been an easy 2 points had she been able to come up with that, but she could not hang on to it. Grace Guggenbiller back to Callie Wendell. Wendell across the timeline. Passing on the left to Alexis Wendell. Back out to Whitley Rammel. Rammel right side to Grace Guggenbiller. Here's Mara Pearson. She'll drive. Passes over in the corner to Alexis Wendell. Back out to Callie Wendell. Good! A 3-point basket for Callie Wendell. That makes the score 30-21. Lady Indians, what a rush here. That's 7 points now for Callie Wendell. 5 of them here in this quarter. Coldwater with the basketball. They have not scored in the third quarter. Fort Recovery has scored 8 points in the quarter. We've got ourselves a different ball game here now. Underneath, shots up into a nice move there by Claire Steinke. Steinke squeezed her way underneath and had a nice layup to make it 32-21. Coldwater leads now by 11. Callie Wendell with the ball. Right side it goes to Alexis Wendell. Down in the corner to Grace Guggenbiller. Grace looks for a teammate, goes back out to Callie Wendell. Again, Cooper Farms, our third quarter scoreboard sponsor. Grace Guggenbiller on a three, does not go. Rebound Riley Rissmiller, but she lost it. Here's Whitley Rammel. It's no good, but she is fouled in the act of shooting. And Whitley Rammel goes to the free throw line. This will be her 4th time to the line tonight. She so far is 5 out of 6. 2 here would be nice, Whitley. Would cut the lead to 32-23, and she got the first one. She is 6 out of 7 at the line tonight. A completely different Fort Recovery team here in this third quarter. I don't know what Coach Holly Gann said at the halftime, but I hope she canned it. Canned it for the next time. That's good again. It's 32-23. Lady Indians down by 9. Full court press here has been a major difference in this quarter. Here's Riley Rissmiller up and good. Coldwater able to beat the press, and Rissmiller cans a layup on the right side. Fort Recovery down underneath to Alexis Wendell to Whitley Rammel. She can't get the shot to go. Got a rebound up, no good, and she's fouled in the act of shooting again. And Whitley goes to the free throw line one more time. This will be her 5th time to the free throw line. She is so far 7 out of 8 at the line. That foul was on Rissmiller, her 2nd. Or let's see, am I wrong on that? No, that's her 3rd. 3rd foul on Rissmiller. She's going to come out of the game. That free throw was no good by Whitley Rammel. She'll have one more. Eyes the basket, lets it fly, and this one's good. 1 out of 2. So she is 8 out of 10 from the line here in the game. Here's Coldwater bringing it up on the press. They threw it away. That's exactly what you want to do with a full court press. You want to make the other team throw the ball away. You do not want to go fouling them. And Fort Recovery did just that right there. Coldwater threw the ball away in their rush to get down the court. Fort Recovery with the basketball. Right side, there's Kenzie Garkey. She's going to be called for traveling. She did. Coldwater with the basketball. Tossing it in here, Steinke. And Fort Recovery is going to steal it. I don't know. Nope, they say Coldwater has the ball. Grace Guggenbiller comes back in for Fort Recovery, and Maddie Guggenbiller, who was in there briefly, will go out. Pass comes in to Coldwater's Becca Winning. Now there is Clara Steinke. Steinke brings it down. Over in the left corner it goes. With the ball there, Madison Wendell back out top to Emma May. There's Jenna Ligers with the ball. She has not shot the ball once in this half. Out to Becca Winning. Fort Recovery putting the pressure defense on here. Inside, and Ligers will score. Well, she shot it now. Ligers with 7 points now, and it's 36-24. Full court pressure for Coldwater. Fort Recovery able to beat it. Callie Wendell on the left, over on the wing. Kenzie Garkey back out to Whitley Rammel. Here's Mara Pearson, right side to Grace Guggenbiller. Grace will pass back out to Callie Wendell, into Mara Pearson, back to Callie Wendell. It's going to be, going to call over and back on Fort Recovery. Lady Indians threw that away. It went through the hands of Callie Wendell. She went back to pick it up, and they called over and back on her in the backcourts. 36-24, Lady Indians down by 12. They started this quarter down by 17, so they made some headway here. Coldwater with the ball. Pass over to Riley Rissmiller, who's back in the game for the Lady Cavaliers. Left to Becca Winning, and there's a foul called on Fort Recovery on Mara Pearson. Coach of the Coldwater Cavaliers, Amy Meyer. My good friend Toby Seifring, one of the assistants for Coldwater. Of course, Holly Gann, the head coach of the Lady Indians. A layup on the right side is missed by Coldwater. Rebound comes to Fort Recovery. As missing that shot a moment ago was Madison Wendell. Here's Mara Pearson coming down. All the way underneath, puts it up. Can't get it over the rim. Rebound, Riley Rissmiller. Riley has a ton of rebounds tonight. And there's a foul called on Fort Recovery, fouling Rissmiller. No question about it, Rissmiller is going to be on your all-conference team at the end of the year. 36-24. Coldwater came in with a 9-8 record. Fort Recovery 4-13. Lady Indians had won 2 in a row. Into Rissmiller and blocked by Whitley Rammel. They're going to call Whitley for a foul, and she has a hard time believing that. But that's the call. So Riley Rissmiller will toss it in. Or I should say will shoot the free throw. And it's no good. That's only her second free throw of the evening. She made her first one. So she's 1 out of 2 now at the line. She'll have one more here. And this is good. 1 out of 2 for Riley Rissmiller at the free throw line. Fort Recovery will toss the ball in here. Kennedy Mollenkamp back in. Lady Indians now trail by 13. They had cut the lead to 9 at one time on a flurry to start this third quarter. Now it's back up to 13. Whitley Rammel left to Kennedy Mollenkamp. Underneath to Kenzie Garkey. Back outside to Kennedy Mollenkamp. Passing on the right to Grace Guggenbiller. Coldwater in their zone defense here. There's at the free throw line, Alexis Wendell dribbles back out to Whitley Rammel. Sidesteps a defensive player, puts the shot up, no good. Rebound comes to Coldwater. Clara Steinke gets the rebound. Over now to Jenna Ligers. She'll pass up to Steinke. Steinke across the timeline. Here's Becca Winning with the basketball. Over on the left wing, there is Madison Wendell. Madison will pass back out top to Jenna Ligers down low, and Steinke can't hang on to it, but gets it back to one of her teammates. Here's a shot in and out on a 3 by Becca Winning. Kennedy Mollenkamp has the basketball. Alexis Wendell with it. Back to Kennedy Mollenkamp. Right side it goes to Grace Guggenbiller. Fires and is fouled in the act of shooting. Drove the right baseline, and Grace will go to the free throw line with 2 shots. She has not been to the free throw line yet tonight. She has not scored yet tonight. Grace bounces the ball, puts it up, and good. Now she has. One more for Grace Guggenbiller. Lady Indians have been pretty good at the free throw line tonight. Not bad indeed. 8 out of 10 for Whitley Rammel, 1 out of 2 for Kinsey Garkey, and now 1 out of 1 for Grace Guggenbiller. And now we got clean up the floor a little bit apparently. Grace will go back to the free throw line. Eyes the hoop, puts it up, and got it again. Very nice free throw. We need to get her to the line more often. 2 out of 2. There's traveling on Coldwater as the Lady Cavaliers MMA took one extra step. 37-26, 21 seconds to go in the third quarter. Lady Indians can cut it down to 9 or maybe even 8 here. Grace Guggenbiller is having problems with the shoe or something. Kinsey Garkey will come in here for the last play of the third quarter. Brought to you by Cooper Farms. Don't forget they'd like to buy your corn. Call Cooper Farms at 800-637-7161 to sell them your corn. Cooper Farms. Fort Recovery with the ball. Time's ticking down. Underneath to Mara Pearson. She scores. Give Kinsey Garkey the assist. Mara Pearson the basket. It's a 9-point game. 37-28. Right side, there's a three-point shot by Coldwater, no good. And a very successful third quarter for Fort Recovery. They cut the 17-point lead down to 9, 37-28. Coldwater still leads here at the end of 3. Thanks to Cooper Farms for being our very fine third quarter scoreboard sponsor. Again, check out all the job opportunities at Cooper Farms website, cooperfarmsjobs.com, cooperfarmsjobs.com. We'll be back in a moment.
Hi, this is Jerry Kalp of Kalp Pharmacy, a locally owned Health Mart pharmacy. When you're in need of a new pair of diabetic shoes, at Kalp Pharmacy, our pharmacists can measure and fit your feet, so both shoes and inserts can be custom to you. Kalp Pharmacy carries Anodyne or Dr. Comfort diabetic shoes and are able to bill Medicare, Medicaid, or insurance. So call Kalp Pharmacy in Fort Recovery at 800-686-2314 so we can help answer your questions or schedule a diabetic shoe fitting appointment. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
When you trust your money to a bank, you want to be sure it's in an account that's right for you. At the St. Henry Bank, we are your everyday bank for your everyday busy lifestyle. And we offer a variety of both personal and business checking accounts, and we take pride in helping you decide what type of account best suits your needs. Stop in and see us today, the St. Henry Bank in St. Henry and Maria Stein.
We take pride in taking care of you.
The St. Henry Bank, large enough to serve you, small enough to know you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, Fort Recovery just worked the alley-oop play with Kinsey Garkey to Mara Pearson to cut the lead to 7. Here's Mara Pearson on a 3. It doesn't go as Coldwater turned it over. Rebound Coldwater. Wow, that's the second time now that Kinsey Garkey and Mara Pearson have worked that little alley-oop backdoor play. 37-30. Lady Indians were way behind at one time, trailed by 17 at the half. Now down only by 7 points. Coldwater with the basketball. We could have ourselves quite an exciting ending here after all. Stolen by Mara Pearson. Down she comes. She's going to lay it up, and no good, but she's fouled in the act of shooting. Mara will go to the free throw line. What a different team we have seen here in this second half for Fort Recovery. Mara Pearson at the line for 2 shots. Bounces the ball, flies. Oh, it's no good. Too hard. Indians need to hit these free throws. They want to get back in this game. This would cut it to 6 points. It's up and it's good. It's a 6-point game. 37-31. Fort Recovery only down by 6. Coldwater with the basketball being pressed full court. Tipped by Whitley Rammel, stolen by the Lady Indians. Over to Kennedy Mollenkamp. Mollenkamp. Right side to Mara Pearson. Now the Lady Indians can cut it down to 4 points. Wouldn't that be amazing? Kenzie Garkey on the left. Dribbling the ball out here to Mara Pearson. Right side to Kennedy Mollenkamp. Kennedy back out to Whitley Rammel. Into Mara Pearson. Kennedy Mollenkamp dribbles, fires. Oh, it's no good. Rebound, Whitley Rammel. Back up, no good. Rebound, Riley Rissmiller. Rissmiller trying to be a little extra careful because she has those 3 fouls, but she still got the rebound. Here's an outside shot, no good. Chased down by Mara Pearson. That shot was missed there by the Cavaliers, Madison Wendell. Kennedy Mollenkamp out front. 6:12 to go, lots of time left in this game. Mara Pearson over to Kennedy Mollenkamp. Mollenkamp to Whitley Rammel. Rammel passing over to Callie Wendell on the right. In the middle to Whitley Rammel. And a foul is called on Jenna Ligers as she stripped the ball away from Whitley. Ligers is only her first personal foul. Whitley Rammel at the free throw line. Again, this is her 6th time at the line tonight. All two shot opportunities, and it's up and good. That cuts the lead to 5 points, if you can believe that. One more, it's up and no good, a little bit too long. Rebound, Coldwater. So Whitley is, let's see here, 9 out of 12 at the line, and there's a foul called on Callie Wendell as Callie fouled the Coldwater Lady Cavaliers. Becca winning. What a second half we are having here. Best basketball of the year for Fort Recovery. No question about it. Right side it goes to the Cavaliers. Emma May back outside. Back on the right to Emma May. Fires a 3. Does no good. Off the mark. Rebound. Callie Wendell. As Coldwater cannot seem to hit anything. Mara Pearson is fouled. And she'll be at the free throw line. They're going to call the foul on Emma May. And Mara Pearson goes back to the free throw line.
Number 3, Emma May with the foul.
She was 1 out of 2 at the line a moment ago. 2 free throws here would cut it to a 3-point game. The first one's up, and it is good. One more for Mara Pearson. Where's number 22? Only a sophomore for the Lady Indians. This is up, and it is good again. Perfect. It's a 3-point game, 37-34. Coldwater's just stunned. And here's a ball stolen by Whitley Rammel. Rammel will stop, feeds off to Pearson, fires, hits! Mara Pearson connects to make it a 1-point game. Wow. Mara Pearson in the lane makes it a 1-point game, 37-36. Coldwater has been baffled by Fort Recovery's pressing defense here in the second half. We'll be back in a moment.
Mark your calendars for Open House Week at Hall Brothers, your local Case IH and Kubota dealer in Fort Recovery. It's Wednesday through Saturday, January 26th through the 29th. Enjoy 15% off all filters for your Case IH and Kubota branded equipment. All parts are at least 10% off. There's refreshments every day and chances to win prizes. Please send your pre-orders so that we can have your order ready when you come in. Wednesday through Saturday, January 26th through the 29th. Hall Brothers in Fort Recovery.
Unbelievable second half for the Lady Indians here. They fought their way back into this game. They only trail by 1, 37-36. Continuing pressing Coldwater. Bringing it up is Claire Steinke. Comes all the way down underneath. Scoops it up and got it. Nice little drive there by Claire Steinke. Down comes Fort Recovery. Callie Wendell on the left to Kenzie Garkey. And a ball stolen by Coldwater's Becca Winning. And now a foul is going to be called on Kenzie Garkey. Well, that's what Coldwater needed there, some kind of a break. 39-36, a 3-point lead here for the for the Coldwater Lady Cavaliers. They lead by 3. Coldwater by 3, 39-36. Shots up short, rebound, Coldwater back up, and a foul is called as Steinke is fouled by, I believe, Grace Guggenbiller. Yep. So Claire Steinke will go to the free throw line for the first time. Claire bounces the basketball. She is a sophomore. It's up and good. Big free throw for her. That makes the lead back to 4 at 40-36. If you would have told me that Fort Recovery would have come back to within 1 point, I would have said, no way. No way was that ever going to happen. But they did. That free throw's no good. Rebound, Mara Pearson. Now the pass down. Oh, a little bit too long. Intended for Alexis Wendell. It went out of bounds. Fort Recovery continuing to press full court here. This press has really bothered Coldwater. Riley Ritzmiller over to Claire Steinke. Steinke dribbling. Right side it goes. Becca Winning gets it across the timeline. She traveled, no call. Back outside it goes to Jenna Ligers. Ligers dribbling the ball, goes to the left. Or no, that's Becca Winning there. Outside, Emma May. Emma May will look. And Mara Pearson stole the ball, but they're going to call timeout to Coldwater. Fort Recovery says, hey, we stole the ball before they called timeout, but the official says no. Timeout Coldwater, 40-36. Lady Indians trail by 4. We have 4:06 to go in this game.
Remember that scene in the Indiana Jones movie where the old knight tells him to choose wisely? Hi, I'm Connor Ramel with Fort Recovery Insurance. When it comes to insurance, choose wisely. Now, I'm not an old knight, but I do know insurance. From farms to factories to cars and ATVs, don't just spin the wheel and choose the first one that comes up. Insurance is too important not to have some local advice on what is wisest for you. FortRecoveryInsurance.com, your local agent for Ohio Mutual Insurance Group.
Okay, here's the situation. 4-point lead for Coldwater. They have the ball. Tossing it in will be Jenna Ligers. Ligers looking for a teammate. Oh, that should have been over and back. No call there by the official. Inside to Riley Ritzmiller. Knocked away by Whitley Rammel. Callie Wendell came up with it. Callie brings it down across the timeline. Passing over to Mara Pearson. Into Kinsey Garkey. Back to Pearson, pops the shot. Oh, it doesn't go down. Rebound. Who's going to get it? Coldwater. Coming out with it was Becca Winning. Winning will pass down here on the left side to Madison Wendell. There's Claire Steinke, and she is going to be fouled by, I think, Fort Recovery's Alexis Wendell. Yep. Really, Alexis was just kind of standing there, and Coldwater created the activity. 40-36 score. 3:33 to go in the game. Shots fired up from the free throw line. No good by Steinke on a 1-and-1. Rebound, Whitley Rammel. Whitley has a bunch of free throws here in the second half. Oh, stolen away by Coldwater. Down they come. Shots up and good by Ligers. Jenna Ligers gets a big basket there on the steal. It's 42-36, a 6-point lead now. Coldwater with 3:12 to go in the game. Still time for Fort Recovery. Mara Pearson on the left side to Kinsey Garkey. Garkey passing to Mara Pearson. Mara backs it up. Right side it goes to Alexis Wendell. Back to Whitley Rammel. Top of the key into Mara Pearson. Lobs it in to Whitley Rammel, puts it up, no good, but she's fouled in the act of shooting. Couldn't get the ball to go down. Whitley goes back to the free throw line for the 7th time tonight. She's been able to draw a lot of fouls. Puts the first one up and good. 10 out of 13 now. One more. It's good again. 11 of 14 for Whitley Ramel from the free throw line. It's now back to a 4-point game, 42-38, and Coldwater may have thrown it away. Nope, they saved it. Back outside it goes over on the left to Jenna Ligers. Ligers dribbling the basketball. Works her way to the top of the key, passing to Riley Rissmiller over on the right, and fouled by Whitley Ramel. Only her third, so she's in no trouble. And it will be 1-1, though, for Riley Rissmiller. So Rissmiller has not been to the line really that much tonight. She has been there. She's had 3 free throws. She's been there twice and hit 2 out of 3 at the free throw line. And this one is good. I would expect her, as smooth as she is, to be a pretty good free thrower. That makes it back to a 5-point lead, 43-38. Coldwater on top. Bounces the basketball, puts it up, and it is good. 44-38. Fort Recovery down by 6 with the ball. Callie Wendell with it. Coldwater trapping it half court, but Fort Recovery able to handle it. There's a ball deflected out of bounds by Jenna Ligers. Fort Recovery will have the ball on the far side. Callie Wendell will toss it in. Mara Pearson to Callie Wendell. Right side it goes. Garkey to Grace Guggenbiller. Turns, fires. Short rebound. Whitley Ramel. Oh, it's no good. Can't get it to go down. Rebound Coldwater. Doggone it. Coldwater with the basketball. Here is Becca Winning. Left side, and they lost it out of bounds. Pass was to Madison Wendell, and she grabbed it like a hot potato and couldn't hang on to it. Turnover, Lady Cavs, and that'll give the ball back to Fort Recovery. Grace Guggenbiller to Callie Wendell. 1:50 to go. We need a score here. 44-38. Ball's tipped away, but Fort Recovery got it back. Grace Guggenbiller doesn't take the shot. Over to Kenzie Garkey. Now there's Whitley Ramel. She'll fire and miss off the back of the rim. Got her own rebound, no good, and she's back to the line again. Fouled by Riley Rissmiller. That is 4 on Rissmiller. And to the free throw line for the 8th time tonight goes Whitley Ramel. Puts it up, and it's good again. Amazing. She is 14 out of 17. Maybe this is the 9th time. This is up, and it's good again. Got them both. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. And that was the 8th time she's been to the line, and she is 13 out of 16 now from the free throw line for Whitley Ramel. And that cuts the lead to 4 points. 44-40, timeout, Fort Recovery. 1:36 to go. Indians down by 4.
I need a better job where the benefits are great. A family-friendly company with competitive pay. Where people stop and greet me when they see my smiling face. Cooper Farms. It's more than a workplace.
Locations in Van Wert, Fort Recovery, St. Henry, Rossburg, and Coldwater. Start at $15.25 an hour for full-time production. Flexible options available too. To apply, visit CooperFarmsJobs.com. Cooper Farms, it's more than a workplace.
That's been quite a second half. Lady Indians trailed by 17 at the end of the halftime and 30-13, and came roaring back. Got back to within 1 point at 37-36, I believe it was, before Coldwater pulled away a little bit again. Now it's a 4-point game, 44-40. Coldwater with the ball, and Fort Recovery pressing full court, causing them some problems. Riley Rissmiller passing up, and they get it across the timeline to Becca Winning. Right side, and Fort Recovery is going to be called for a foul. As they fouled Jenna Ligers, I'm not sure that's what the Lady Indians wanted to do. Jenna's a pretty good player. I would guess she is a pretty good free thrower, but she has not been to the line tonight until now. Ligers with 9 points on the night. She will have 2 coming here on the double bonus. Bounces the ball, spins, lets it fly. It's no good. It should be the double bonus, shouldn't it? No, it was 1 and 1. I was wrong. It was 1 and 1. The next one will be the double bonus. So she missed the free throw. It goes out of bounds. And Fort Recovery gets a break to cut the lead to 2. 1:14 to go in the game. 44-40. Callie Wendell on the left side to Kenzie Garkey, back out to Whitley Rammel. Mara Pearson, right side to Grace Guggenbiller. Coldwater and Fort Recovery in a big MAC game tonight. There's a ball stolen by Ligers. Stopping, firing, missing. Rebound, Fort Recovery, and a foul's on Coldwater. And Fort Recovery will have 2 free throws. Callie Wendell is fouled. They call that on Ligers. Number 2 on Jenna Ligers, and Callie Wendell will go to the line. Callie has not been to the line yet tonight. She has 7 points on 2 two-point baskets and a 3. Let's see if she can cut the lead to 2 points here. 52 seconds to go. The free throw is, no good, off the back of the rim. She will have 1 more. This would cut it to 3 points. Bounces the basketball. Lets it fly. It is no good again, off the back of the rim again. Missed 2 free throw opportunities there. Coldwater with the ball. Fort Recovery pressing. And they lost it, did they or not? Nope, jump ball. And it goes to Coldwater. I thought it was going to go out of bounds over there off of Claire Steinke, but it did not. Inbounds pass comes to Becca Winning. Winning across the timeline. Right side to Jenna Ligers. Back out to Riley Rissmiller. Coldwater in no rush here to shoot the ball as they're trying to kill the clock. There's a foul on Fort Recovery, and Riley Rissmiller will go to the free throw line. Again, not who Fort Recovery wanted to send to the line. She's only missed 1 out of 5 free throws tonight. That one's up and good again. Now it's back to a 5-point game. Fort Recovery could have cut it back to 2 a moment ago with those 2 free throws. We couldn't get them to go down. 1 more, it's up and it's good. 46-40. 6-point lead. Fort Recovery will bring the ball down. Riley Rissmiller gets both free throws. Right side to Mara Pearson. Drives, stops, fires, and she is fouled in the act of shooting. Shot was no good. That was a baseline jumper on the right, about 12 feet out on the right, and so it's going to go to the free throw line, Mara Pearson. Bouncing the ball is Mara, puts it up, and it's no good. Boy, our free throw shooting here has escaped us when we needed it the worst. Cannot get the ball to go down. There's one that went down. That cuts the lead to 5, 46-41. Fort Recovery trying to steal the ball here on the press. And there's traveling called on Riley Rissmiller right before Grace Guggenbiller fouled her. So that was a plus because you wouldn't want to send Rissmiller back to the free throw line. So Fort Recovery gets the ball back, trailing by 5. 17 seconds to go. Need to shoot right now. Here's Mara Pearson over to Whitley Rammel. Oh, come on, gals. Kenzie Garkey firing, missing. Rebound comes down to Coldwater, and there's a foul, and that's going to be your game. 11 seconds to go. Coldwater leads 46-41. Whitley Rammel, I think, has just fouled out of the game. And Coldwater is asking the officials to make some kind of a ruling on something. The officials are consulting with each other. 46-41. Lady Indians trailed by 17 at the halftime, and I think it might have even been worse than that at one point in the second quarter. Maybe they're questioning the clock. I don't know. Well, they didn't seem to change anything. Whitley Rammel again fouls out of the game. So they're going to replace Whitley. And Alexis Wendell will come in. Nice game for Whitley Rammel, back for the first time after she sat out for a couple of weeks due to a concussion protocol when she got banged in the head in the South Adams game a couple of weeks ago. At the line is Claire Steinke. It is up and good. She will have one more. Claire has 8 points. This one's up and good again. 9 points for Claire Steinke. 48-41. The game's over. Here's Mara Pearson firing, missing. Rebound comes to Coldwater. And congratulations to the Coldwater Lady Cavaliers. They survive a challenge by Fort Recovery. Lady Indians got back to within 1 point.